Did you catch me trying to sit down? Okay. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I am here today on Friday to continue showing you, actually, rather than just teaching, a little mini puja based on what I have been doing and practicing on the temple path. So, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Sabrina. I am a mystic, and I have been led throughout my life by spirits. I've had spirits guide me through visions and dreams, primarily through dreams, either to teach me something or to give me a message through a very vivid illustration in a dream of what was going on in the time when they were living or created. And Ganesha is one of them. He had come to me in a dream, I guess sometime around 2007. Now, this was about 7 years after I had a life-changing astral travel dream. That's a long story. It's called a shamanic dream journey. Since that time, in 2000, when I had that dream, and then sometime around 2006 or 7, I don't remember, I had the dream about meeting this gigantic being laying on its side up in the clouds. And I honestly didn't know who or what it was. Do you see this statue? Yeah. I found this for a reason. This is the position that this being was in, and I felt it was a man. But I couldn't really see because I was on my side and he was on his side. Now, I've talked about life path numbers, which some people don't necessarily believe in. Hi, please say hello. I'm going to be demonstrating a little mini puja to the goddess Lakshmi today for blessings. I'm giving a little background, an introduction, and this is to give people time to get here. As you can see, I'm sitting on the floor, which is what we did when we did our puja to Lakshmi in the temple. All right. And these are all the things that we had basically there that day for that puja. You can see we were provided a tiny little statue of Lakshmi and the offerings. I put her inside my lotus candle holder, which I got at the Dollar Tree. And then the cloth, in case you're wondering, is clothing. It's dress for the goddess. Now, I was on a variety of paths. I just started studying goddess-based, earth-based religion. And I went from one tradition to another, and I saw a lot of similarities. And when I finally had one or two other profound dreams, I began to feel that I might be deciding on one particular path. Because in the dream with this large man who I discovered was Ganesha, he had asked me if I wanted to stay with him up in the clouds, up in the land of the cloud people, speaking a language I didn't know. And I had to really think about that. That represented, I think, the amount of time that I took after the dream to actually break myself away from my toxic marriage. And then I began to study, a lot of other different traditions, which I have talked about here on this channel. I've had this channel for 8 years now, I believe. And I have learned their planetary correspondences, their astrological correspondences. I've learned what good things have been said about some spirits and what bad things have been said about some spirits. I forgot to turn my, airplane mode on. Sorry, I don't usually get very many notifications. But there comes a time when you just don't want to practice alone anymore, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here today. I know what it's like to be solitary, and yes, you can do it for a while. You can even meet other people that are practicing what you're practicing. Maybe they're online. Maybe you have a membership with people online, a group online. Maybe you've actually met one or two pagans who are practicing magic in your area. Maybe they're meeting at their home. I did try that for, I guess, about a month. But there's usually a lot of, and I hate to say this because a lot of us are on a healing journey. That's what we're here for. Multiple kinds of issues, right? And it hinders a lot of people. And there are people that don't know how to run a group, guys, okay? They just don't. So I ended up just sticking with myself at home. But the nice thing about a temple or, a nice organized group that has leaders that know what to do is that there is structure. There's not a sense that it's being run by committee and then one or two people say that they're the leaders or the organizers. Anyone can basically do that if they've got the time. So with what happened to me last April, okay? Last April, during the first lunar eclipse, I had another visitation. I had a very, very profound, dramatic visit with the snake that goes on Shiva. I was sitting probably like this, and a snake was coming up and going around. I've made several videos about it, guys. This was a profound moment when working with Lilith for about a year or so had me having this dream to show me that even in states of anxiety, if I would just sit still, I would be all right. And that's what this path is about. That's what Shivaism is primarily about. What's he doing? He's sitting on the mountain. What's he doing? He's meditating. And when I made my live yesterday, I think it was, I'm losing track of days. Say hello. Oh my gosh, you're so far away. I'm so far away. Hi, whoever's there. Hello. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm on the floor today. I wanted to show you how we have done it at Temple. I actually have been on the Temple path now for a year and a half. That dream was the catalyst for it. So I drove up to the Hindu temple once again. I had done that a couple years before, but they didn't have a priest. So I spoke to the priest, and he said, well, it's time for you to get on the path. There is a lot of structure. There's gigantic statues. It's not really a religion. It's a philosophy. It's a practice. And we learn the Vedic science, okay? The science of being human, what it means to tap into the divine, how to reach states of either just regulating your emotions or calling to the deities to assist you. So, with my phone being so far away, I'm going to try to pull it forward here. I need a moderator. Let's see. Hey, I can't see your name. I'm Hindu. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you are enjoying my experience, sharing my experience. I want to be of great respect in what I share about what has happened to me, what I've learned, and what I've been doing for the past year and a half. So, as a female, being on the goddess-based path and practicing a lot of different traditions, I have worked with a lot of planets. Okay, and so I know what their attributes are, I know what their energies are, and Lakshmi is Venusian, which means she corresponds to Venus. All things Venusian, which would be partnerships of all kinds, luxuries, pretty things. As you can see here, I have bracelets, adornments for the woman. So I put on my headband, my pretty gold shirt. I put her inside this beautiful prism lotus candle holder that I found at the Dollar Tree. And then we had this cloth to go around her on the plate. So she's about all things related to Venus, and that does include love, family, marriage. Of course, we have offerings. She's about health and wellness. Venus is about health and wellness. You know, beauty comes when we are healthy and well. I've got kumkum here, which is turmeric with lime. We've got rice and turmeric. Now, if I posted on my community post that you could bring these things, but you'll learn a little bit today. Okay, so, and here in another little ramekin, I've just put some oil with a floating wick and some jasmine essential oil. So I wanted to give a background and give a chance for people to come. I only posted it on YouTube. I didn't have a chance to post it anywhere else. It was kind of a last minute thing. Now at the temple, Darshan, the priest will light incense and put it in a little gold incense holder like this, a brass incense holder. And there will be quite a lot of incense. Sometimes we have a little stick that's called a dupe stick. And I had that here on Ganesha. But darn it, it's fallen away somewhere. It's very sticky, very, very thick, condensed. And that also could be burning there. I have a sensitivity to smoke, so I prefer the oils, the essential oils, and things like that. Now, if you would like to join me in this little mini puja today, also I've created a Cash app specifically for when I do these workings. It is called SabrinaLakshmiBless. Okay, and I will put that in the description and pin it in the comments. But what you want to do now is think of whatever it is that you have an intention. I spoke a little bit yesterday about, I think, what Lakshmi means, okay? The word Lakshmi means sign to prosperity. And it comes from the root Sanskrit word laksha, which means to open to prosperity. And that's another reason why she's depicted with Ganesha a lot. Ganesha is the road opener, the obstacle remover. But she is the partner, the wife, or the consort to Vishnu. So I'm having this live today at 3 o'clock. 3, of course, is a very important number in Hinduism. And it's also the number for Vishnu. So Lakshmi and Vishnu go together. I usually go to the temple on Thursday to commune with Vishnu because he rules my entire birth chart. He's in charge of my entire natal chart. And then Friday, now I have my little Lakshmi Puja set up here. What you need to do is set an intention. Om is the primordial sound for the universe. That's the sound that scientists hear when they listen to outer space. So we say Om. Now Lakshmi, as I recited yesterday, is Om Lakshmi, Om Maha Lakshmi Namaha. Om Maha Lakshmi Namaha. That's a very simple mantra you can use, all right? And I described that Na, or first of all, Ma is the earth. Ha is, I don't know, I think it's the breath, give breath to the earth. Lakshmi. And then Namaha, Na is water. Ma again is earth. And Ha. And they say the whole phrase basically is, I bow to the great goddess, Lakshmi. One thing this world needs, I've said many times, is the goddess. The goddess needs to return. I've been on a goddess-based path. I worked with a lot of male spirits because I didn't have a strong male figure in my marriage. And I didn't necessarily have a really strong male figure growing up. But in any event, finding the goddess was incredibly healing for me. And that's what happened in the dream. You have to have both. This is a system about balance, all right? Goddess-based belief systems are about balance. They usually represent both the god and the goddess on the altar, either with candles or lamps. You choose a pantheon, you need to have god and goddess. Now, I didn't always have that, but I did have a picture of a man I had met in one of my visions, and then I'm a female, so it kind of worked in tandem that way. But if you know anything about Shivaism, it is about the energies coming together of male and female. This is the best energies to have for outcomes. And then when you have a devotional time and you treat it as a very special sacred time, doesn't have anything to do with physical intimacy, you're going to connect yourself in a very deep way, and you're going to align yourself with this current, okay? Alignment is very important. So I don't know who's still here, or if you want to start getting ready, if you have set your intention. I know what I have been working for. It became clear a few weeks ago, and I began taking steps towards getting what it is that I want and that I need in my life. I have had irregular employment for many years. I've had to wait to be called for assignments. And there has been many times when it's just been feast or famine. One thing that Lakshmi is good for is steadiness and stability. So if you're looking for regular employment, even if it's part-time, it's predictable, steady income, or you're applying for a full-time job or career, whatever it is in that area. Maybe you're looking to have more harmonious energies in your home. Maybe you're looking to improve your health, perhaps lose a few pounds, maybe change your hair. Lakshmi could lead you to do any number of things. This is overall about setting an intention. We're going to also use the word stream. I stated, I believe yesterday in my life, that I had received a mantra when I was 12 years old, and that mantra was Im. I recently learned it means intention. I have chanted Stream Brzee, and within a matter of about 2 weeks, received a phone call which set the stage for steps that I had to take over the next 3 weeks at least, but led me to a $50,000 inheritance. So some things might take a little bit more effort on your part and even a little bit more courage, especially if you are the firstborn and you've got some jealous siblings. All right, I'm first going to clear the space. Just sit still. Think about your intention. What do you need? What do you want? What would you like to have? Is it about health and wellness? Is it about harmony in your relationships? You might be led to simply figure out how you need to get that for yourself. Okay? This path is about our relationship with ourself more than anything else. As we start to chant, you can just listen. That's all I did in the beginning back in 2018. As I started to listen to Ganesha and Lakshmi and Shiva chants. Ganesha primarily, all right? So I think what I'll do first is honor Ganesha, since that's what we do at Temple. I will chant to Ganesha first to honor that. And then I will start explaining to you how we're going to chant to Lakshmi, similar to what we did in the temple. Okay. I'm going to call in Ganesha now. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Okay, that was 3 times. And that will just set the stage for us today on this mini ritual. If you appreciate what I'm doing, everybody, please consider donating to the Cash App. I also have a Coffee account, KOFI. Like, share, and subscribe, because I want to do more of these more often. And when you donate, if you donate today, you need to let me know in the chat here so that I can offer your name up like the priest does at temple. Lakshmi, I am here today to give you praise, to share the ancient knowledge and the ancient energy of the Vedic science of Hinduism. Bless this puja as I share with others and teach a little tiny bit. We honor you on this Venus day, consort to Vishnu. We're going to start with Om and then say Shreem. This has your intention going up to the goddess Lakshmi. Om Shreem Maha Lakshmi Namaha. Now, you don't have to keep thinking of your intention the whole time. The purpose here is to commune with Lakshmi. Om Shreem Maha Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shreem Maha Lakshmi Namaha. Oh. I get hot when I'm when I'm doing my mantras, guys. Internally, Om Shri Maha Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Maha Lakshmi Namaha. If you are listening, that is almost as powerful, if not more powerful, really, than chanting. Because the purpose of chanting is to really get you into a meditative state of mind. Now, see, I instantly cooled down. I'm just back to normal room temperature. So that is actually showing me that there is something biochemically going on when we chant, not just in our brain, but really getting the chakras to respond. You know, they're already activated, but they're just responding even more. So you can listen for several hours or days before you can really start to learn Om Shri Maha Lakshmi Namaha. This is a foreign language to you. You're going to have to take it slow. Om Shri Maha Lakshmi Namaha. Om Maha Lakshmi Namaha. Now, the priest was doing some of his speeches and guiding the puja. And as he was giving speeches, he would instruct us to chant to Lakshmi and then give an offering. So I'm going to show you how we did that to the best of my memory. Let's say we'll do it 3 times, okay? As we're chanting, we are taking some of the offering. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. So I was taking the kumkum and putting that on Lakshmi. Now I'm going to take some rice. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. Rice is a grain precious to the earth. It is very much considered goddess. It's a grain. Now we'll do turmeric. Turmeric is pretty easy to find at the store, guys, in the spice aisle. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. Om Shri Lakshmi Namaha. So it's good to be taking action and giving her offering while we are chanting and connecting to her. And we've already set our intention. Now this evening I'm going to be taking action. Again, there's another step that I need to go through in order to work towards manifesting what I am working towards, okay? And when that thing is fulfilled, of course, you want to go back no matter what day it is and give your thanks, spending some time with the goddess Lakshmi. I hope this has been helpful as an introduction. If this is new to you, if you're a beginner, if you're interested in Vedic science and the beautiful philosophy of Hinduism, this is going to be available to watch after I've finished here and I upload. If you got chills, that's good. I got chills. Of course, I got hot first inside, then I cooled down. So yeah, you kind of want to try to make a space. You can sit on the floor. I got this floor pillow at Walmart, and or you can sit wherever is comfortable for you with a little table in front of you, or you can stand, and do it at a cabinet that is a nice height for yourself. The name, I'm trying to get the name here. Let's see if I can see your name. All right, let me move this over. Ooh. Close up. Ak. Hindu sable. Ak Hindu sable. Lakshmi. Shreem. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Whoever the one person is. I'm going to end this here. Namaste. This is a very beautiful way to connect to a current that's very ancient. You're plugging into a system that has been practiced for many thousands of years by many people. So, you know, it's got more energy, more current, more. I think there's many other religions that have taken from Hinduism, guys, including the path that I was first starting to learn, Wicca, from the authors, from the books I was reading, and even the Rosicrucianism, all right, which was started by Akhenaten in Egypt. So this has been just 36 minutes, not very long, and that was a mini puja, which you can do as long as you want. Eventually you will learn to chant 108 times. I do have a video about how to count on your fingers to Shiva, but I like getting on here to be interactive and meet people. I want to also have classes maybe on Zoom, but for now I think I might go on Facebook. I do have a Facebook over there for this channel. And I feel like with my life healing journey and all the things that I had been exposed to, this has been an incredibly healing path, all right, from the age of 12, being taught transcendental meditation and given my first mantra. That's where it begins, and then it grows into communion with deity, and it ends with meditation. So enjoy your peace after, and I will please comment, and I will see you another time. I don't know when, possibly tomorrow. I'll see if I can do these every day. We'll see. Namaste. Blessed be. See you soon.